Hey,
Hey, Variindar, how are you doing?
pretty good, pretty good. How you doing?
Yeah, everything is fine, thank you. So,
Nice to see you again after the
yeah,
pitch
good to see
day.
you. George, are we ready to go?
Let me
Awesome, thank you.
check.
So, welcome everyone on this AMA session. Today is Wednesday, 8th of April, and today we want to discuss wire payments and overall startup worked on payment rails. So, to start, I would like to highlight that $125 billion every year flows just into India from immigrants working abroad. And Western Union takes 6-7% of that. That is $8 billion just disappearing in fees. Can you imagine that? So today I am sitting with a founder who says that they can do it for just 1.5% in 15 minutes using stablecoins, but users don't know about that. So, Varinder, I'm really happy to see you today, and
Thank you,
the mic is yours. So, what
thank
do you?
you, thank you very much. My name is Varinder, and I'm the founder and CEO of Urban. We are basically doing this thing from last 2 years, and in a beta phase. Uh, Moving money from like US to India, and even we are exploring other countries. But let me tell you about why this problem has been a very big problem right now. Because if you can see, every year 3.5 billion transfers goes directly through immigrants, and if we cost in total, it's like 60 to 70 billion dollars people are losing every year just because they are using banks, and they are using legacy systems like Western Union and other MTOs like Ria Money. So many MTOs like these, and people are dependent on cash agents and Western Union agents. They need to go, so it's like very lengthy, and it's not very safe sometimes because they need to go to pick up the cash, and they are depending on banks. And banks is not a one bank, it's like the chain of banks. From the US they send money from Bank of America, and they want to send money in India, so State Bank of India. So there are like many different bank intermediary banks from the US, then they transfer to Indian intermediary bank, then Indian local bank. So it's like a very big chain. So every bank has their own cut. So it's like if we talk about four banks or five banks, they divide their, how this is how system works from 1973. It's like Swift payment. So in 2025, people are still using the same thing, and companies are still using in the same way, using the same banks, just because they build a system like this. And now blockchain is changing every time. And because of Trump, we saw the Genius Act has been passed, and every company can launch their own stable coins. But on the idea of stable coin is like digital dollars. That's why they are trying to convert their their currencies and their debt also paying in stable coins. And well, finally we see a little bit ceasefire in Iran and the US. So that's why the market is booming, and the stable coins are still back in time. If you see, people are using cash, and people are depending on the banks, and especially the times. Whenever you send money, it takes 3 to 5 days to deliver Swift payments. Here you just send it to your friends, and in 15 minutes your money is there. Even less than 15 minutes it takes on the blockchain, it's like 18 seconds. But still we take time because we have partners to deliver the payment, so it's a whole process. So with the Urban, I whenever I send money to my family back in 2019 from Europe, so we always end up paying a lot of fees on that. And I'm like, we need to find some solution on that, because every month I need to send something for my mother for her medications. And so now me and my brother, he has into banking and finance from last 15 years. So I'm on the tech end, building blockchain and fintech applications from 7 8 years. And now we came up with this idea. Okay, let's join the finance and the tech together and and give solutions, something to people that people actually need. And if you see people who are earning like immigrants, freelancers who having a salaries, in USDT or USDC, or they want to send money back to their families, so they cannot do that because their journey is like once year they receive the money from their salary accounts. They need to convert into USDC, then sell it in the other P2P platforms in other different in regions into India. Then their money goes to their parents bank account, and sometimes your bank got freeze because the money you get in, it's basically sometimes fraud money. It's a lot of things happening like this in India and different regions. So we thought about, okay, you send us fiat currency and we auto convert through our license partners. And these license partners directly have a liquidity partners in different regions, and they deliver the local payment directly into your family's bank account. So there is no intermediary, and so there is no line of banks or chains we're waiting for the payments. You don't need to go to the banks. It's safer, it's faster, and it's cheaper. So that's
Yeah.
what we are building.
So yeah, first of all, I heard that it started as a personal story and personal
Yes.
pain, which you
Yeah.
solved. That's amazing. I think the like the best startups started like as an idea what I can do better when I use it
Yeah.
every day. And
Correct.
like the second point, you are absolutely right that it's a headache to make P2P transactions, especially like with our parents. For
Yes,
us,
correctly.
sometimes it can be painful because like your account can be frozen, whatever. And like
Correct.
for elder people, it's like something impossible.
Impossible.
So
Yes.
yeah, I totally agree with you here. And yeah, according to World Bank, the average fee right now is 6.2%. Just imagine.
6.7. Yes.
6.7, even worse. Yeah. So,
Yes.
and these fees mostly paid by people who earn
People.
minimum wage in the
Correct.
Gulf, in London, in the US. So they
Correct.
cannot, like, the people that can least afford it,
Correct.
and they pay the most. So that's
Exactly. Exactly.
fortunately really bad.
Imagine, yeah, imagine you are sending like $1,000 a month, and you are end up paying to the banks like 80%, like $85, like 6 7%. It's like almost 7 8% is like $80 because they convert your currencies into different currencies. They also charge their banks. They have settlement fees like $25 is for wire, $20 is just for to deliver the payments in your different bank, and FX charges. Here we don't charge anything, no FX. Whatever you see on the Google, you will see directly into your parents' bank account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's like let's imagine our user, right?
Right.
And walk me through exact how they do it step by step in your app.
Correct.
So yeah, explain me like I don't know, I'm a construction worker
Okay.
and I want to send money for my family in the other country. So
Correct.
I don't know anything about remittance,
Oh,
crypto, etc.
understand. Imagine I'm your friend, and I saw this company, Urban, and I told you, uh, Daniel, did you see this company that they can send money like in 15 minutes to your parents and they don't charge anything? And so you will ask, how can I do that? So you exactly do the same like in banks, because you need to go to the bank and you, or maybe online, you need to transfer the funds. So
Mhm.
you need to do the KYC. Will say you will have your sign up link. You to go to directly to the website, download the application, or you can do directly on the web app. You go and sign up, and you do the KYC. It takes like 30 seconds to 1 minute to do your KYC with your ID. It will be done in 1 minute. You will have your own virtual bank account on your name. So Daniel will have a whole virtual account in US dollars or in euro. Then from your bank account, for example, you are using Chase Bank. So you from Chase Bank, you will send it to our bank, which is on your name directly, not to your company. I mean, not to Urban. Basically, it's coming on Urban, but Urban is giving you a virtual account. So
Mhm.
you will send us the currency US dollars, and once we receive the payment and you enter your parents' bank detail or whatever the payment method they use in, for example, in India, we use UPI and bank transfers.
Mhm.
So you said, okay, I want this money goes to directly to the UPI. So you give us a UPI ID. You enter into the web app, and in 15 minutes, once we receive the money will be credited to your parents' accounts via UPI. Simple as that. You don't need to worry about stable coins, nothing about crypto. It's nothing have to do with you. You just need to send us fiat and the details where you want to send. That's it.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
I also have a question. So Wise already does low fee transactions. So they charge something
Right.
like 1-2% to India, I believe.
Correct.
And they are worth $10 billion right now. They have
Right.
regulatory licenses in more than 30 countries. So what do
Correct.
you have that Wise doesn't?
Okay. So Wise is totally working on the banking rails. Still, they are not on the blockchain. They can deliver the money in 2%, 1%, but still they are using the legacy system. And second is they have a licenses. We also have the licenses from the US. So our license has been secured in March 2026 recently, and we also have licenses in the Europe. We also have different licensing authorities like the partners who are working in different regions. For example, Brazil, Mexico, India, Indonesia, China, Hong Kong. So we do have partners in all the regions.
Mhm.
So yeah. So
Okay,
this is like a money service business license that we say. So FinCEN is like a federal license. Like the FinCEN is basically giving you a federal license. Then there is a state-wise license. So we have like licenses all through 48 states and the federal license.
mhm.
Yeah,
Okay, I can understand this.
yeah.
So, what I would like to ask you,
In India, we don't need a crypto license because we are delivering the fiat currency. We are not delivering crypto. So in that case, we also have license partners in India.
yeah, so basically you have one license in the US and for the rest of the world you use partners or will
Correct.
get licenses where it's necessary. Okay.
Correct. Exactly.
I also heard from you a couple of days ago that
Yeah.
you were selected for the pitch by Deal, powered by
Yes.
JP Morgan.
Correct.
So yeah, just for context, it was like 15,000 startups applied,
Yes.
and they
Yes.
picked 450. So the top 3%.
Top 3%. Yes.
Yeah, and of course, like my congratulations on this selection.
Thank
Uh,
you.
so yeah, like let me know more about this story and
Sure.
how do you pitch
So,
and what.
yeah, definitely. So I saw this ad pitched by Deal on Twitter, and also I was like looking at these most of the time on Instagram, on LinkedIn. So I'm like, why don't we try? Because there are like seven places, like seven regional state places where they have finals. So it's like Berlin is the one where we are going, and so Dubai, Berlin, Tel Aviv, and London, Paris, and New York. So these are like seven places. They are selecting 30 to 40 startups every region, and those 30 to 40 startups are out of 15,000 basically startups around the world, and these people are will be going into the final once they are selected like in May. So first is basically regional final, and then it will be a global stage. So the 10 people in the global stage will perform. I think in be like probably in the San Francisco. So we applied in the application, and we were waiting like 20 almost 20 days, and suddenly like we got a news like in the morning that we are selected in the Berlin pitch competition. And so their idea is Deal is the company who is providing this whole setup, and it's basically presented by JP Morgan. So these 30 40 startups on every region will 10 will get 50,000 each as a how do you say, it's a deal. Um, they are going to, for example, if we are raising 500K, so they are going to put on a 20% discount on the raise, and they are going to invest 50,000 on each startups. So every, you can say, from every region they will choose 10 startups each. They will have 50,000 in their particular first raise, and then out of these hundreds, maybe 70 startups, they will choose 10 to go to the final, and then they will have perform for $1 million actually.
Yeah, so the global winner will get $1 million.
Exactly, exactly.
And yeah. So what are you expecting to get this big check, and what will you do if you get it?
we I think we stand out in three top 3% because we already have a volume, we already have a traction, we already secured licenses. So, and the main focus of this startup is basically into fintech, and also it's presented by JP Morgan. So probably every banking sector is getting into stable coins and this technology, and especially they have a titanium partner Astropay, who is money sending business, so they also send money directly to Latin America. So probably they have the idea of picture of the urban exactly.
Okay. So yeah, you
Yeah,
have pretty tough competition. Okay, yeah, I know
yeah,
it Pay because I'm also
yeah,
Latin America. I heard of it, but like never tried or use it. I have no
right.
like yeah,
They have a
I'm in
pool of
crypto. I don't need it.
they have a pool of $15 million actually for the startups, the Astropay, because they are more focused on cross border payments. So probably they are working on the Latin side, and we are working on the Asia side. I mean our primary focus is basically on the Asia side. So let's see. Finger crossed.
Yeah, by the way, for active listeners, you can write your questions on comments on X or YouTube. So we will ask them to
Yeah,
Variindar. And
yeah,
yeah, let's move on. I
yeah.
would love to talk more about your business model and unit economics.
Right,
So, what what is your overall unit economics look like, and
right,
what is your margin? Like, share
right.
what you can share with us today.
Correct. So, if we talk about high margin corridors like India and Bangladesh, especially we are focused on the Indian side. So, our unit economics in India is like 85% gross margin. And on an average, we have 60% gross margin, because if you see, banks have 20% gross margins, but we have like almost 80%, 85% gross margins. We even after paying our partners. So you can imagine, even after EBITDA, we can have like 75% margin, especially for the revenue.
Mhm. So
And yeah, yeah,
yeah, there is a space to reduce your fees, let's say, in the future. And how do you expect, like, when that moment comes, when the competition will be so high that you will have to reduce fees and compete more?
well, I think when traditional, MTOs and traditional legacy systems are trying to integrate their blockchain, and when they open for laymen, then I think it will be a little bit competition. But at that time, we have the competition, but on the B2B side. But we are totally focused on the B2C side. And even if our margin reduce, the banks won't work on directly to the wallets and to the blockchain. They will still use their banking because they have people to pay. We are rely directly on the code. We are not
Mhm.
relying on the bank, brick and mortar banks. So yeah, so 60%, even if the Swift goes tomorrow to zero, still we'll have our 60% gross margin.
Mhm.
Better than the bank, actually. Third, 3x.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you already like have a live product. You have
Right.
users, you have revenue. So how many active users do you have today?
We have like 650 users currently, and 60% of them are like retention margin. Like we have 60% are like return customers, and you can say 40%, 30 to 40% we have seen every month growth, and we processed almost 600 600K, almost you can say million. We are touching a million very close. Yeah.
That's amazing. And what is your main user acquisition channel?
So our user acquisition channel is currently through Telegram groups, and P2B also is one of the like you can say it's a CSE for us, because and then Facebook groups, and then Reddit is one of the like biggest, you can say that our marketing channel for free,
Mhm.
exactly, because we haven't spent a single dollar on marketing, and all the 600 plus users are like directly came from P2P, came from Facebook groups, from Instagram, and also from this Reddit, market research. We did some on, also like Quora also is one of them. Yeah.
Have you already implemented any referral system?
We are doing the referral system, yes, now. Yeah.
That's
Because
great.
we were actually on the beta phase, we were testing the market, how is the demand, and how like what is the growth actually. Because we need to test the product and validate in the market if the product is really useful for the people, and it's really helpful because they are coming back. So that is the
Mhm.
major thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so one question regarding fundraising. So you have actually a working product, you have
Right.
users, you have pretty nice growth rates, you don't spend
Right.
money on marketing. So why
Right.
do you need fundraising?
Okay, so now we need to go global, and we need to bring people on board, like especially advisors, and also need funds for the GTM side, because we are not. If we talk about the growth, 600 users is like what we did from our own end, but we need 10,000 to 20,000 users in next 6 months, or in a year. So in that case, we are fundraising like 500,000 for to use 60 to 70% into the GTM side. you know
Mhm.
not focus on the paying ads. We are more focused on the community growth, like bring community together and tell them to have referrals, because that's the idea of using GTM. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
And who is your biggest competitor right now?
Competitor, if we talk about, it's probably the banks, because 80% of the world global money goes through bank. So our main focus is to use bank as a competitor. So they
Mhm.
are the ones, and Western Union is a very big competitor, but they're more focused on the unbanked people. Uh, but now in the time of 2026, we see a change. People are adapting digital money after the COVID. We also see a lot of change. People are using Google Pay, UPI, so many applications. So yeah, I think these are the two main competitors, because they have the monopoly in the market and also very big share in the market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes.
Yeah.
Okay, like they are not, well, of course they are competitors, but you have
Yeah.
a much better solution for users. Okay,
Yes.
what is your biggest risk right now? Like not the polished answer, but the real one.
Okay. So the real one, what we are actually facing these days is like raising funds, especially for a Web3 startup,
Mhm.
because most of the funds are not deploying their capital because of the market conditions, because Bitcoin is like almost half, 50%, and like and then what we see from our early stages is like the licensing thing. It's very, very difficult to have licenses in different countries. Like I applied a license in 2023 in Spain, in Europe, and almost 8 months we were like try to talking to the regulatory framework how we are going to get this license, and it's so hard. Then I moved to Portugal, and then I get into some accelerator. Now we are in a different accelerator. They are from Serbia. It's called Scale SEE accelerator, and they're helping us in a lot of things, and especially in financial regulation and this side. And so yeah, in 2026 we moved our company to the US, and we applied our license there. And luckily in like 2 months, almost less than 2 months, we have our FinCEN license. So it's a long journey, like fighting for the licenses, regulation, and AML also is one of the biggest pain, because so many people money, moving money in different regions. Yeah.
Bureaucracy is the worst thing, especially when you have business with government. Oh my God.
Yes.
It takes
Exactly.
it takes time. It takes time. So I can feel that.
Correct.
I have one question regarding your Web3 presence. Do you have any plans for token launch?
Yes, definitely. Because we have a very good plan to use token as a utility. And because the normal, if you see the Web3 projects or fintech applications who are using cross-border, like border payments, they give cash back. But those cashback are not very useful. If you see, they will say, okay, this cashback is still like just to use in a different way, like maybe you get a coupons or something like that, which is not very useful for a layman. Because if we are targeting to reduce the pain point of an immigrant, of a freelancer, they needs to use this cashback in some certain ways so they can use it in their daily life. For example, you can have a cashback of 2%. That's our utility. In 2%, you can buy that in tokens. You will have the tokens in place in your wallet in 2% as a cashback. That cashback can be used to buy subscription of Netflix, Amazon Prime. You can go to the grocery store, you can spend it there, that tokens directly. Obviously there will be some charge on that, like maybe 1% or at the time of conversion when you are doing on a supermarket. But like buying Netflix or subscription, or maybe recharge your phone, that will be undercover in this particular cashback.
Okay, well, that's an interesting point. But what is the model behind this cashback? Because we see a lot of examples. Like, let's say, Crypto.com was one of the first crypto card ever. They
Right.
got really great cashback in their tokens, and
Right.
still, like, Zero token is in constant down.
Yeah.
Same
So
I can say for Wire.
right.
One of the biggest crypto bank, one of the first one as well. They also launched their cashback program, and it was a disaster because they are talking just uh,
Correct.
99% of its value. So what's the difference here?
So I talk about the fees. Let's talk about the fees so you will understand the idea behind the token. So we have a fees on a free account is like 1.5% when you send money from US to India or
That's why.
correct. Yeah. Yeah, because we have like in the future we have a plan for urban visa card. So that visa card going to be backed by stable coins. For example, you can hold the stable coins in your card, and you can also spend it anywhere in the world where the visa accepted. And then yield program also is there, because when you hold your money, we'll give you a yield 3 to 4%. It's like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me check the community questions right now.
Yeah.
I think we can find someone. By the way, guys, you can ask anything you want right now. I see that there are more than 200 people watching
Yeah.
us. That's amazing. So, yeah, don't see any relevant questions, to be honest. Um, Okay, so let's give them a couple minutes
Yeah.
and just want to sum up our conversation today. So first of all, the remittance market is one of the most broken system in finance right now.
Correct.
Billions of dollars a year is the fees taken from the people who can least afford it, like
Right.
from the most like poorest people in the world, let's say.
Right.
And stable coins were, I think, implemented to fix that problem, but
Right.
still, like it's
It,
too complicated for ordinary people.
for
And
laymen, yes. For laymen, it's very complicated. That's the reason of creating our startups, to hide the Web3 side, so people don't get into complexity, and they can use the same application in a very banking way. Simple.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so there is no question someone will solve this problem or not. It's just when. And we
Yeah.
see this like attempts from different teams. And
I cannot hear you. Sorry. I can't hear you. No. Your mic, I guess.
my side.
Now it's better. Yeah.
Okay, it was just internet connections.
No problem.
So yeah, yeah, like I told that the question is not, well, someone will fix that
People
problem
can
or not.
comment. Yeah, people can comment,
Yeah.
and we'll answer them later. No problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, like I'm glad to hear that Deal selected you, and
Thank you.
yeah, I believe you will get that at least 50,000
Yes.
grant, but maybe
Yeah,
like
definitely.
1 million. I hope so. Anyway, I
Yeah.
see a huge potential here. And
Thank you.
yeah, guys, if you have any questions for me or for Varinder, you can just send us comments or DM me directly or contact us via website, EasyMM. By the way, what is the best way to reach out to you?
You can go urban.com, and directly you will have a contact form if somebody wants to reach us. And you can also go to our Telegram channel, and I can give you a Telegram link, so you can drop in your direct description for this video. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And I believe that there are a lot of listeners today from countries that really need this solution because,
Yeah.
like, Indian users, one of the most active in crypto
Yeah.
sphere anyway. So yeah, you
Definitely.
guys can try this app right away. It's available on App Store and Google Play. So yeah, like Varinder mentioned, just download the app, go through QIC for a minute, and
Yeah.
here you go.
Yeah.
So
You can
yeah,
send money. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you for this insightful discussion. I really love
Thank
what
you.
you do. Thanks everyone for watching us today. And yeah, have a great
Thank.
week.
Yeah.